Hey guys, Slinky here. Welcome back to another video, and in today's video, I'll be talking about CubeCraft's knockback 1 year later. And without further ado, let's get right into it. So, before I talk about my thoughts on the knockback, let me give you a rundown on the background information behind the knockback. So, CubeCraft has started to do knockback testing since December 23rd of 2020 until January 22nd, 2021. Due to the criticisms of old knockback throughout 2020, they released two test versions of knockback before combining both of them and fully releasing it on January 22nd, 2021. So that's the background information, but then let me give you my opinions on the knockback through the testing. So, the first knockback test, it was absolutely the worst one, because, there was too much vertical knockback, too high, and too little horizontal knockback, so most of the time you'll be in the air when fighting people. But then, a few weeks later, I'd say 2 or 3 weeks later, they released the second iteration of the new knockback, which is horizontal knockback focused, which I enjoy that one a lot. And I will be putting the gameplay of them as I speak. But then, as I said, the horizontal knockback was more horizontal knockback focused, less vertical knockback focused, which is perfect in my opinion. A lot of people agreed that should have been the knockback that CubeCraft should have gone with, but a few weeks later, 1 or 2 weeks after the second version of knockback came out, CubeCraft decided let's put two and two together, and that's how CubeCraft knockback is a thing now. Balanced vertical knockback and horizontal knockback. I feel like the new knockback of CubeCraft, which it's not new anymore because they released it last year. It's like a nerfed version of the first knockback test, and so I've spoke about my thoughts on the test versions, but now let's talk about my thoughts on the current knockback that's going on. So, the knockback on CubeCraft, I'm not a fan of it. You could see that because, my playtime has gone down, significantly in 2021 on CubeCraft because, I did not like vertical knockback. It is why, I never played the Hive because, I don't like the knockback of it, and, I don't want the same fate to happen to CubeCraft, which unfortunately it did. The reason I play CubeCraft is because, here's a fun fact about me, guys. I came from the Xbox One edition of Minecraft, which the combat there, it's balanced. I like that. And it's like a seamless transition from the Xbox One edition to CubeCraft on the Bedrock edition. But now, it's gone, memories of it is gone. So, as I said earlier, I don't like vertical knockback because, I don't have a good history with it because of the Hive. And I don't like the idea of, having when I'm fighting someone, I have to turn my mouse up so I could keep hitting them. I just like to keep my aiming straight on them, not having to adjust it up, but instead adjusting it left or right based on strafing, because I prefer strafing others in PvP and not putting them in the air. I don't find that fun in my opinion. And you could let me know in the comments below what's your take on it. But then fights in my opinion they're not as intense as they used to be, even though that input-based matchmaking is a thing now because of it. I don't mind the input-based matchmaking, it's just the vertical knockback does not go with it. Like, and speaking of which, like, almost every server on Bedrock has vertical knockback, which I'm not a huge fan of, because like, I'm an OG player. Like, I'm not used to vertical knockback. Like, which is why like, I'm sad that CubeCraft has added a vertical knockback. Like, I wish they could change it, but then like, it's not realistic. But then, okay, let's go back about the older knockback. So, the old knockback is like, it's more strafe focused, it's more skill based, which I'm a huge fan of, because like, you just strafe and try to get as much hits as you can, and you'll win the fight. And like, people fought to the death with that knockback, but then with the new knockback currently, like, people focus on, it's about like, who could void the other first, and that's how it is nowadays. And like, I just don't like like, in my opinion, like, this is the worst update of CubeCraft. Like, everything else on the server, like, is awesome. Like, I like the updates that they released throughout 2021, and I can't wait for the Skywars update coming out later this year, which I guess it's gonna release in April with the spring update, but who knows. CubeCraft, like, is one of my favorite servers. Like, I just support them all the way, but then, like, I'm not a fan of their PvP. Like, I struggle to adapt to the knockback. It's like, I'll give you an example. Like, trying to enjoy something, it's like forcing yourself to enjoy something that you don't like. And to this day, like, my opinion on the knockback has not changed. So that's my thoughts on the knockback. But then, like, there are side effects to this knockback, of course. So, like, initially when this knockback came out, CubeCraft pros, they've turned into an average player on the server. So, the pros, the new pros are people who came from the Hive. And then, speaking of CubeCraft players becoming the average player, OG CubeCrafters left the server because of this knockback. It's like, people like came to CubeCraft for the same reason I did, and by taking that away, that part of the player base is gone, which is sad. And then, speaking of high players, they start playing CubeCraft. Like I'm happy that CubeCraft is number one, is consistently number one, but then like, the community isn't the same anymore. Like CubeCraft has a friendly community. Like, I enjoy their community. Like I remember, like, 2 years ago in 2020, like, my channel, like, blew up. Like, I had a lot of fans. Like, I met a lot of you guys, and like, I'll still cherish this memory to this day. Like, those were good times. But then, like, I can't reach a newer audience because of this knockback. Like, I can't enjoy the game if I can't enjoy the server. I can't make content on it. Like, speaking of content, like, I've went from 63 videos of CubeCraft in 2020 to just uploading 16 in 2021. Like, it's a drastic change. And speaking of knockback, like, I've been getting reports that more players have started to auto-click on the server, and that's not good. And input-based matchmaking is added, which I could see why, because mobile players can't fight with this knockback. And fighting against teams alone is harder due to vertical knockback, which makes it impossible to strafe them. Like, this right there, this is another reason, like, why, like, my playtime on CubeCraft has gone down a lot, because, like, I like to play with friends, and if the combat system is not good, then I wouldn't play the server with friends. Like, I'd just play it solo. And I don't know if this is true or not, but toxicity in the server has increased, which I can't confirm that. I'll let you guys in the comment section let me know if this is true or not. But then, that's all the side effects I could think of. And now, how would I change the knockback? So here's the thing, okay? Here's a little fun fact. Knockback 2, which is the knockback I enjoy the most, it was originally gonna be the knockback they're gonna release worldwide into CubeCraft, but then like, as I said earlier, they've done what they've done by mixing those two knockbacks, and that's what happened. Like, basically, what would I have done is release the knockback how it was from the second test, because like, according to the data on CubeCraft website, it has shown that more people enjoyed the second version of knockback than the first one. Like, at least like what they could have done is made the third knockback test combining the two and seeing like if people enjoy it or not, and then release the knockback that the majority agrees with. Like, that's what I would have done. And I wanted CubeCraft's combat to stand out from all the other servers, but now like CubeCraft is now their knockback is almost like every other server, which I just don't like it. Like this is why like I don't play CubeCraft like that much anymore. Like I just play it when I live stream the game, because like I don't know what other server I would play now, and most of my community are from CubeCraft, which is why like I live stream CubeCraft and not other things. So I hope CubeCraft like sees this video and does another knockback test based on the suggestions I've asked for, but who knows what could have happened, what could happen. Anyways guys, that's about it for today's video, and I'll see you guys later. Bye guys.